Hello. This video demonstrates how to back up important data, such as WhatsApp media, photos, etc., in your Android devices such as phones, tablets, and store securely in hard disk or cloud. Every account with Google comes with 15 gigabytes free cloud storage. However, over the time, this can be easily overrun, requiring more storage. For example, multi-megabyte videos or attachments. Android Storage Utility lets you back up this data seamlessly and securely into hard disk or even cloud. Also retrieve it when needed. Data is stored in a set of cloud-friendly small individual 7-zip archives after compression. The file names and data in each individual 7-zip file are protected with a unique password. To save time, the utility also lets you update only new or changed files. Also, while retrieving, only the smaller required 7-zip file is downloaded instead of entire backup. Android Storage Utility uses Android platform tools such as adb.exe to retrieve list of files, download files, or upload files to your Android device. First, you need to configure your Android device before backup or restore. Please follow the steps listed in next slides. Connect your Android device to a laptop using an USB cable. Temporarily enable developer mode. Navigate Settings to About Device to Software Information. Click on Build number 7 times. Confirm that developer mode is turned on. Temporarily enable USB debugging mode. Navigate Settings to System to Developer option to USB debugging. Enable the setting. Operations. The first step is to define Android devices and its folders to be captured. The second step is to back up. The third step is to restore if required. Define device. In this step, define Android devices and its folders to be captured as shown. This example defines 3 devices. Device number 1 IQ00Z5 backs up folders, photos, and download. Device number 2 WhatsApp backs up WhatsApp folder. Device number 3 Lenovo backs up folders, photos, download, pictures, and screen recorder. Android devices and their capture folders can be updated by editing androidstorageutility.exe.config file. To aid selecting folders, the entire file listings of the Android device can be downloaded. The next slides discusses this further. To capture file listings of the entire Android device. First, launch Android Storage Utility. Second, select Download File List option. Enter 1 in the input box. Third, select the folder to save the file listings file and click Save. The utility will download file listings of the entire Android device as a text file. Review contents of the text file in a text editor and note down the full path. Examples: DCIM, download, Android/media/com.whatsapp, pictures, screen recorder. For further details, see the highlighted texts below. To create a new entry, add a new entry as shown below. Replace device name with the Android device name and replace folders with folders noted from previous step. Multiple folders can be separated using a comma. Refer to the examples that are listed below for more details. Once devices are configured, the next step is to take backups. There are 2 scenarios. 1. Taking backup for the first time. In this scenario, no previous backups are available. All the files from the Android device will be downloaded and backed up. 2. Updating an existing backup. In this scenario, an existing backup is available. Only new and changed files from the Android device will be downloaded and backed up. Follow these steps to take first-time backup. First, run Android Device Storage Utility. Select Backup option. From the main menu, type 2 in the edit box. Second, in the next screen, select the device that needs to be backed up. In this case, 1 is entered in the edit box. The utility automatically downloads file lists of the folders. Third, in the File Selection dialog to choose Previous Backup Export File, select Cancel as none is available. Fourth, select the destination folder where the files from the Android device will be saved. Click OK. The utility will download all the files from the folders configured for the device. Fifth, upload the downloaded files to a new backup. This can be done by running incremental Cloud 7-zip application. Disable USB Debugging Mode, Navigate. Settings to System to Developer Option to USB Debugging. Disable the setting. To take subsequent backups, follow these steps. First, generate an export file from the current backup. This can be done by running incremental Cloud 7 zip application. Select the backup and click Export. Second, run Android Device Storage Utility. Select Backup option from the main menu. Enter 2 in the Edit box. Third, in the next screen, select the device that needs to be backed up. In this case, 1 is entered in the Edit box. The utility automatically downloads file lists of the folders. Fourth, in the File Selection dialog, select the export file from the backup and click Open. The utility compares the file list from the Android device with the export file and prepares a list of new or changed files. Fifth, select the destination folder where the files from the Android device will be saved. The utility will download the new or changed files from the folders configured for the device. Sixth, upload the downloaded files to the existing backup. This can be done by running incremental Cloud 7 zip application. Disable USB Debugging Mode, Navigate. Settings to System to Developer Option to USB Debugging. Disable the setting. Once backups are taken, they can be restored into a new Android device. Follow the steps in the next slides. First, download the files from the existing backup. This can be done by running incremental Cloud 7 zip application. Second, run Android Device Storage Utility. Select Restore option from the main menu. Enter 3 in the Edit box. Third, in the next screen, select the device that needs to be backed up. In this case, 3 is entered in the Edit box. Fourth, select the source folder from where the files from the Android device will be saved. The utility will upload all the files from the folders configured to the Android device. Disable USB Debugging Mode, Navigate. Settings to System to Developer Option to USB Debugging. Disable the setting. Thanks for your time. For any suggestions or questions, send an email to the email ID shown.